I guess I could just tell her I'm scared, just straight up like that. I'm just scared. That's it. I'm scared to connect with someone like that. I'm scared to get rejected. I'm scared to be vulnerable with someone. So, what was it like going on my first date in like 3 years? I haven't been on a date, and I went out on a date with this girl I met at a party. She's cute. She was interesting, and it was pretty funny. So, I took her out to eat, and the entire time, first of all, I was nervous. I was like, my mouth would get dry, and no matter how much water I was drinking, my mouth just got dry. My tongue felt dry. My heart would beat fast. Sometimes it would be chill, but if I was like, I want to hold her hand, or I want to go for that kiss, or I want to say something kind of like playful, my heart was like, and sort of my eyes felt like I was just like going back into my socket. So yeah, and it's pretty funny because after I took her out to eat, and after we ate, I, we were about to go home, and I was gonna drop her off, or actually we were gonna go for a walk in a park, and then she was like, "Wait, can we go to the bank real quick?" 'Cause she needed to go to the bank. So I went to the bank and I dropped her off, and then I was thinking to myself, like, I was trying to be chill and be like, you know, we both agreed to this date. We both have maybe expectations, or we both want to have fun. So I tried to be very, I don't know what you would call that, but I just tried, you know, like changing my frame or my state of mind by being like, her and I are in this together. We're both probably a little scared, a little nervous. Anyways, and so then I was like, man, I don't want to just drop her off home. I kind of want to take her to my place and maybe see if we won't make out over there, or maybe we'll fuck. So then she was in the bank and my heart was beating fast. I was like, and then I was like, okay, come on, Henry, you can do it. You can do it. I was like, grab her hand. When she comes in, grab her hand, tell her you want to tell her something. And I did that. I was like, and I grabbed her hand, and then I was like, I want to tell you something. And and then she was like, what? And then I was like, I want to, I want you to come over and check out my place. Because if you move in, I kind of want you to move in, and I want you to check it out. Maybe if you like it or not. And then she was like, oh my gosh, Henry, you scared me. I thought you were going to say something else. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what did you think I was going to tell you? And so I never really asked what she thought I was going to tell her. But anyways, yeah, she agreed. She was like, yeah, but we'll go in and then we'll come back out, okay? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, I've done this before too with another girl. I was like, let's go to my place to get some food. And then she's like, okay, but we're just going in to eat, right? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what do you think we're gonna do? Because that girl I went out with, who I brought her over, we went for a bike ride. And to me, I didn't think of it as a date. I just thought it was two people who wanted to go for a bike ride. But and I was like, let me give you food that I have at home. But this time, this girl, I kind of had another intention where I wanted to bring her here. But anyways, and then it was funny because I was driving. I borrowed a friend's car and I was driving, and so like I was driving to our place and I was holding her hand, but when I was holding her hand, I completely went out of it. Like I forgot where I lived. Like, well, I didn't really forget, but I forgot the way home. It was also super dark outside. There's like no lights out here. Freaking Massachusetts. It's like there's barely any street lamps. It was so dark. And so I'm like confused and lost. And then eventually I found my way, but like I took the longest route home. Like I know the route, I, but it was like I went like I could have gone faster home, but I took the longest route because I was so out of it. I was like scared and confused, and I was holding her hand. And I was also scared while I was holding her hand. I'm like, oh, every time she would like stop holding my hand, I was like, oh, she doesn't want to hold my hand anymore. But I try to be like, just chill. I'll be like, okay, fuck it, just keep driving. But then she'd grab my hand, and I was like, all right. And then I'd squeeze her hand, and I'd be like her hand smelled nice, and I was like, what do you put in your hands? Anyways, and so we talked and stuff. Then we came to my place, and it was. I actually really didn't want to bring her to my place, but I was like, fuck it, I was like, what do I have to lose? Because I'm like, my place right now is not the best. I mean, the kitchen looks okay, but like, the bathroom is not clean. And I was like, oh shit, I don't have a bed. I sleep on a yoga mat in the bedroom. And then she's gonna see my bikes. And then I was like, fuck. And so then I was like, before she came in to the place, I was like, wait here a bit. I'm gonna go pick up real quick. And then she was like, it's okay. I don't mind. I don't look at those things. I was like, okay, yeah, right. But anyways, she came down here. She came to my place, and then I was like, she needed to use the bathroom. I was like, oh shit, wait, let me use the bathroom real quick, because I actually had to use the bathroom too. But I also know I'm like the bathroom is like it smells, and it's, there's clothes. So I quickly picked up, I gave everything a quick wipe down, and then and then I was like, okay, you can use it, and then I was like, just kind of trying to watch her reaction, like how was it? But I never asked her. And then she looked around my place. She saw that I have a guitar, so I played some guitar for her. I haven't been practicing. I just mainly like hitting the guitar strings because it sounds beautiful. And anyways, and she actually sat on this stool, and I was gonna go for like a move. I was gonna try to make out with her, but I was like, I don't want to get rejected. But like the whole thing to me was kind of stressful. Like I told her I'd meet her at 6 p.m. But I went out for a bike ride with my coworkers, and the bike ride lasted until until 6. So then I had to text her and be like, hey, I'm gonna be there at 7. I have to go home, take a shower, and then so I felt rushed, and then she's not vegan, so I was trying to set us up so that we eat like high carb, low fat foods. And I was also trying not to like really take her out to eat, as opposed to just buying some food that I like and then sharing it with her. But we ended up going to a restaurant, and I ate like this high fat food. It was falafels, some vegan coleslaw, hummus. It's like fatty foods. And I actually had a stomach ache this morning. I mean, the food was delicious, but it went against what I'm aiming for. It goes against my goals. And so yeah, it was stressful. I'm like, should I call her? Should I talk to her on the phone and tell her I'm late? Or should I just text her? So I just tried staying chill the whole time. I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to send a text, and that's it. I'm going to stay chill for myself. Maybe it is better if I give her that phone call, reassure her that everything's okay. But I was like, I'm a noob. Zero, like, zero, almost zero sexual experience. Never had sex before. Barely have any girlfriends in my life, and I was just like, fuck it. I'm not gonna stress out about it. If anything happens, good. If not, she could tell me she doesn't want to go on this date. But it turned out okay. But then after she checked at my place, I drove her back, and then as I parked outside her house, I was like, she's like, okay, I'm gonna leave now. And then I leaned in for a kiss, expecting for a kiss. And then, she kisses me, and we start making out. And then she's like, okay, I gotta go. But then I pull her in, and then I keep kissing. And then I'm like, don't go, don't go. I'm like, she's like, no. I was like, stay, come on, stay. And yeah, and then she tried cuddling with me, and I was like, I just kept kissing her like forehead or cheeks and stuff like that. And yeah, it was crazy. And I don't know. That's it. That's what it's like for me to go on a date with a girl. You know, it's always stressful. You know, not sure what to do about it. Maybe the more dates I go on, the better, the more comfortable I'll get. I mean, it was kind of fun too, just be doing it. Like it was scary, you know, but it's also like it takes a lot of energy out of me just because it's so scary. And I don't know. I guess that's part. Maybe she asked me like, why don't I have a girlfriend? I wasn't gonna just straight up tell her I'm a virgin, you know. But like that doesn't explain why I still haven't had a girlfriend. I guess I could just tell her I'm scared, just straight up like that. I'm just scared. That's it. I'm scared to connect with someone like that. I'm scared to get rejected. I'm scared to be vulnerable with someone.